All right, what's good, people? So I'm gonna try this whole new, different. It's not whole new. Some other people have done it already. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to do things differently. I can't record videos as I want with the subject matters that I want, and then edit them because, yeah, my house just does not cooperate with this asshole. So I'm just gonna kind of go on the fly, record little bits here and there, and then paste all the clips together and just upload that onto YouTube. And hey, man, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, I'll keep doing it. I don't care. I don't care. I was looking for a way so that I could record video while playing the music on my radio, and then I remembered copyright. So yeah, thank God the phone does that. So I'm not going to be doing that. I found the app, I installed it, and it's just kind of useless now, unless I only use it, I guess, like in my stories on Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, it's very pointless for this purpose. So anyway, just got out of work. I woke up around 5 a.m. I work for a very specific delivery company that wears blue shirts and drives white trucks with blue and kind of orangey colors on it. There's an arrow in their logo. I don't know. I kind of don't want them to tell me, hey, you can't record videos in uniform. I know I'm wearing the uniform still. I'm sort of wearing the uniform, but I'm hoping that any logos or whatever I can erase, or I'll leave it on this first video. And if they get mad, whatever, I'll take it down, or I'll just edit the video and make sure I remove the logo. But cool company so far. I like working for them. But yeah, they make me get up early as in the morning. I get up around 5 a.m. and I start delivering maybe around 5:50. I start delivering for them, or around 6 in the morning. And yeah, then I think I get out. My average out time is about 1 p.m. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later. There's just times when more help is needed, which is fine. It's fine. I don't mind. I get paid, I think pretty fairly, for the amount of time. I'm not sure about for the effort, because the problem is that it goes to the average employee, right? So I guess for the effort, I would be getting paid fair, but I'm not your average employee. I give a lot. And I put a lot of energy into everything I do. That is just my way of life. That's how I carry myself. I don't like to do anything half-ass. I think that if I'm gonna do something, I might as well go all out, or just not do it at all. Just why do anything if I'm just gonna be miserable doing it? So I try to enjoy whatever it is that I'm doing, whether it is for the company, whether it is for me. But anyway, so I just got out of work, and I'm going to head over to the Dunkin'. No, this is not a sponsored video. That's my first video, right? It would be a sponsored video. It's not my first video either. I think I have recorded probably maybe 25 or 30 videos so far, and I've probably uploaded 2 or 3, which, yeah, that's funny. And it's all for fear, it's all for bad sound, it's all for not finding the perfect way to edit, and it's not giving out my message perfectly. It's all for stupid crap, right? So I'm just gonna do it this way, and I'm not gonna cut anything out. I'm gonna make sure I try to keep my language clean and not try to curse or throw as many F-bombs as I usually do on my day-to-day, because when I am with people that I feel comfortable around, I throw in a lot of F-bombs, and I am comfortable with myself, and that is all that I am sitting with. I understand that the camera is looking at me and that I am recording for others to watch, but there's no one in here. It's just me. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the Dunkin', get my favorite frozen drink, and then I have to go to Home Depot. And once I get to Home Depot, I gotta get a bag of cement. And people watching from the other cars, they're funny. Get a bag of cement. I have to finish a partition between my neighbor's yard and mine, because my incredible husky is just an escape artist, and he likes to slither his way out of the bottom of the fence and he goes over to meet with the neighbor's dog, who's a female, but he's fixed, and I assume she's fixed. But he just likes hanging out with her, you know. So he also has rose bushes, which I don't want the dog messing with, and he's a digger. It's a freaking husky, man. These animals are crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I just passed a Home Depot. This is not the one I'm going to. I'm gonna go to another one after I go to my Dunkin'. And then I'm gonna go and collect a chair, and I just passed the bank. No, I didn't. All right, let me get some money out of the bank first. Cool. Oof, distractions. How bad, how unfair. I almost named the company. Anyway, you got a dog. You got a doggy. Shit. Somebody's doing something shiesty. All right. Anyway, let me get some money out, and yeah, we'll keep this going. Hopefully, this thing is not stealing the sounds, right? I'm just trying to figure out my pin. Anyway, take your cash. Take your cash. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah. All right. Cool. I am going to. Nice. Anyway, let's get to this Dunkin', and then after I get to the Home Depot, I'm gonna go wait for this person, this criminal person. We're gonna do a drug trade. Nah. He's selling a gaming chair that I want. Nothing special. I wasn't looking for anything in particular. I was just looking for something comfortable to throw down in the office, which is my garage. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for this guy there while I'm at the Home Depot buying the bag of cement. So I'm kind of strategizing the fact that I need to get some cement. I need to get some ladder hooks to attach the hooks on in the yard, my house, on a back wall I have over there, and yeah, just wait and get this chair, and hopefully I'll be a little more comfortable in my office, because right now I am using my shop stool, which is a garage stool. It does have wheels, and it's like a little saddle seat. You know, it's a little comfortable, but after I spend some time on the computer, I start to slouch, because I'm kind of like forward, so I start to slouch, and then my back just, and I try to keep like a self-discipline and tell myself, hey man, straighten your back, hey man, straighten your back. It only works so many times. Once you're tired, it doesn't. Self-discipline or not, once you're tired, you're tired. Anyway, let's go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, would that be all? Did you want the second bacon or no? For regular bacon, that's the sweet bacon. Okay. Wait. You have a bagel, cream cheese, strawberry, water, ice water, a snack and bacon, no snack and bacon, and one side of bacon. Okay. And then small vanilla bacon. Got it. Okay. Would that be all? I'm sorry, I thought that order? Okay, what else? What kind of bagel? Toasted with cream cheese? Cream cheese on the side? Okay. And sweet cheese, you said? Okay. What size? Small? Small sweet cheese. Okay. Anything else? Morning, welcome to Dunkin'. How may I help you?
Hi, how are you? Can I please get a large frozen coffee caramel?
Large frozen coffee caramel, okay.
Yeah, no whipped cream, and that's it.
No whipped cream, got it.
Thank you.
534, pull up.
Thanks. I'm addicted to those things. I don't know a guy named Ted, and I'm not telling him that I'm a dick.
Right.
The GPS speaks. Anyway, let's get this drink. I'm in love with these things. I'm in love with them. I used to drink them a lot more, but I've been busier lately, and I think it's just I feel dehydrated most of the time. I've just been stuck in water, which is not a problem. I mean, water is great for you. But I haven't been able to enjoy these things I like, these little sweet drinks. Yesterday I got to eat Chicken Kitchen, which I love. Oh my god, it was terrible. It was just fucking deliciously. What was see first one? Deliciously terrible. It was. I love it. Bazooka Chop Chop. It used to be called a Mexican with it had no black beans. Now they added black beans for some reason. I don't know. They had to ruin a good thing. So now I add extra words. Now I gotta waste words and say no black beans. Anyway, I don't know what's happening up front. This whole multiple order one cart deal must be like some DoorDasher or some Grubhubber. Yeah, I need to get my stylus out of here so that I can click enough as I need. Let's see. The stylus out. There we go. I wonder if she's gonna say, oh my god, are you recording? Why are you recording? I don't think people care. I don't think people really pay that much attention, really. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm a bit pessimistic and nihilistic, and I just don't think much of people. But hey, who knows? Yeah. How are you? Thank you. Oh, cool. Thanks. Have a good day. Cards away. Put that away. Get my straw ready. Put this in the door pocket with the rest of the trash. Let's get driving to this Home Depot. Oof. Listen to all that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this while I drive because I am not going to be listening to myself the entire drive. I'd rather listen to some music. Listen to a little Van Halen in memory of, right? Anyway, see you guys when I get to Home Depot, and then we can explore the store, talk a little more, and maybe something will happen that will push, some sort of life lesson as we drive around, right? I think I lost my stylus. There it is. So I made it to the Home Depot. I'm gonna text this person or through OfferUp and see if I can get them to bring the chair. I'll let them know that I'll be in there for the next probably like 45 minutes. I won't take that long. I don't really think so. Wow, this AC is cold. Alright, so we got wallet. Let's get our mask on. Right? We got the mask on. I'm trying to grow my hair out. This parking lot is crazy. I'm gonna tell you something. I do not fight over parking spots. I mean, I used to drive an older truck, and if you told me something, I was just gonna throw that thing on top of you. It was an old heap of metal. That thing was unstoppable. But now, I bought a new car, and I kind of love my new car, and I don't want to wreck it. I don't like parking anywhere that anybody will wreck it. This is Miami after all, and people suck at driving specifically. I mean, people suck in general, but at driving, man, there is some phenomena here about driving. It's terrible. But yeah, let's go to Home Depot. Let's get the cement. Let's see if we can find a new weed whacker. Wife just called me and asked me to look for an umbrella. And let's get these ladder hooks, right? Then we'll go home, do some computer work. I have some yard work to do, but I'll wait for the sun to go down. I don't want to burn out. I mean, I'm brown already as it is. But yeah, let's get it. Alright, I just finished at fucking Home Depot. I got the chair that I wanted. There's a bag of cement back there. You can't see because it's all the way in the back of my trunk. I got this Ryobi weed whacker. I have another one at home. I needed the bar. And it doesn't make sense to buy the bar because it comes out almost the same as if I just bought like a whole new machine. Plus I get a battery with the whole new machine. And this one's a combo. It came with a freaking blower. So I got that going. Oh my god. Oh, I got my ladder hooks. The umbrella that the wife wanted, that thing did not happen. So it's funny. They told me the umbrella, all patio furniture and patio furniture type things, you have to order online only because the space where all those things were, and I knew it. I couldn't find it, and I knew it wasn't crazy. I kept looking in the same spot. But the space where all those things used to be have been taken over by Christmas. As if anybody cares. As if anybody goes to Home Depot to buy their Christmas stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go home. Before I unload any of this, I am going to definitely do some computer work because physically I am exhausted. I just helped a lady load up some bags of stucco out of the Home Depot shelf, and then she freaking found me in the parking lot. And I helped her load them up into her car. But yeah, that's about it. I'm tired as all get out. Let's go home. Anyway, what's up guys, and welcome to the Rugged Gent channel. I am your local gent, and today I'm going to be talking about what I'm doing right now, which is driving. So we just got through shopping. Just got through buying shiesty shit on Craigslist. Yeah, there goes the language again. But yeah, I think I'm going to start with this topic because there is just this crazy phenomena, especially here in Miami, where turn signals are like a scarcity, man. I swear, it's like they just don't install them in vehicles. Another thing is, well, first off, you know what? I don't get it. It's either they don't install them in your vehicle's turn signal doesn't work. It can't be that you don't know how to use it, and it can't be that you don't know where it is because it's right there. And I know I already have a video about this, and I'm just talking about the freaking turn signal. The other thing is when you do actually use the turn signal, let's say if you were to merge to either one of the lanes, maybe the right lane or the left lane, and you put your turn signal up, it's like telling someone to basically close the lane up. Okay, I do apologize for the lack of eye contact, as I am driving and I pay mostly attention to my mirrors while I'm driving because I live here and people are whack. That doodle. They drive like, I don't know, animals? They drive a little crazy. But yeah, there's that whole thing where it's like, oh dude, you gotta get in this lane, let me close it up and make sure you can't get to where you need to get to. Because the fact that I am late to work is more important than the fact that you're probably doing something else on time. That's a big thing. There's a lot of people here who speed around a lot, or constantly cutting you off, or fighting over a place in lane. And it's because most of them just leave home late. You know? I'm sorry, man. Listen, when I get up in the morning and I go to work, if I'm late, I'm late. There is no fixing that, okay? I call my boss and I tell him, listen, dude, I'm running late, and I'm straight up with him, okay? I tell him straight up. I do. He's already told me, stop telling me things. But I tell him straight up. I'm like, hey, look, I fell asleep. I overslept. I got sticky eyes. I'm on my way there. I'm running. I'll time it on my, like on my GPS or something. Like, oh, I'm like 5 minutes late, right? But I'll be there. Cool. I get there. Same thing. I have a stomach issue. I'll let them know, dude, I have to put on my running shoes. Get my drift. But I'll be there. I'm not gonna call out over some crap like that. Haha, pun. the whole driving thing, the whole matter of just paying attention and not looking at your phone constantly, that is huge, man. Oh my God, get off the phone. Yes, I am doing it right now. But as you can see, I'm not looking a lot at my screen. Okay, I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, which is driving. I may be talking, but that's just a little bit of multitasking. I don't need to be constantly staring at the screen to record myself talking. I don't need to be looking at myself. I already know I'm a good-looking guy. I'm happy with the way I look on camera or not. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the hell matters what I think, right? But yeah, no, I don't need to be constantly staring at the thing. When I work, I work as a driver, so I am pretty used to just putting my phone down, and not just because of the work I do. I mean, this is my most recent job. Before this, I was a bartender, and when I was bartending, it was the same thing. You could not get a hold of me. Okay, you couldn't. You had to call the restaurant that I worked at in order to get a hold of me. I've always been so good about just putting this thing on silent and putting it down somewhere where it won't bother me, where it'll let me focus and be my best at work. Because I do enjoy, you know, just like kind of like showing off and being like awesome, right? Every now and then, you know, I'll pick it up or whatever, and I'll like check my social media outlets, or I'll check if I have, like, maybe I got a little vibration, you know, and I'll look at it in case it's one of my managers that's texted me or so. But I tend to look at it when I'm stopped. I try not to look at it while I'm driving, while I'm actually in motion, because it's dangerous. I've already been almost run over by many people, and they've not noticed. I mean, like, these people are living their lives. They don't know. They almost killed a FedEx guy. They don't know. They're completely unaware. They've passed. I'm so lucky that I wear steel toes, because I swear to you, at least one or two of them have crushed the steel caps on my boots. You know? And it's just because people are so asleep. They're so into these devices, and they're so fixated on this constant receiving of garbage. Because that's what they're doing. They're just scrolling. They're scrolling through the outlets. It's not like they're posting anything. It's not like they're reading anything substantial. They're probably reading fake news, if anything. But yeah, you just need to put the fucking thing down, man. Oh, sorry about the F-bomb. But you need to put the freaking thing down while you're driving. At least while you're driving. I mean, from point A to point B, what is the necessity to be looking at the freaking thing? Put it down. Plug it in. Say goodbye to it. Unless you're doing something. I mean, like I am. And again, even if you're driving and recording, don't be staring at it. You don't need to be staring at it. Okay? And yeah, you're probably thinking, oh, dude, but you're trained like that. Like I said, I just started this job. I've always driven like this. Okay? I've had one or two hits, I think, and it's always been like some stupid crap. Like me just like rushing out of somewhere, and like I'll hit like a, you know, like a solid object that's just there. It's like the dumbest thing, right? It's to hit a non-moving object. But yeah, that's usually what my hits have been. But the reason why I've always driven this way, excuse me, wow, what an animal. Oh, that was terrible. But the reason I've always driven this way, like I was saying before the disgustingness came out of me, is because before this vehicle, I drove, and I still have it at home. It's a 93 Pathfinder. All right, and this thing took me to the end of the world and back. All right, and unfortunately at the time, even though I was making really good money, you know, working the bars and stuff, I never really invested into my truck, which sucked, because I always promised her. I was like, you know, I'll invest money in you, baby. I'll put a new heart in you. I'll get you lifted, and which is why it's still at home. I'm not getting rid of it, because I have to fulfill the promise, right? But I drove that thing, I want to say like almost 10 years. I drove that freaking thing. More, actually. I drove that thing for like, well, let's see. I was in food and beverage for something like 13, 14 years, and I drove it most of that time. So I drove it for like 14 years. Yeah, I'm not that young. I look good, right? But yeah, no, I drove that thing like a madman. You know, it's still a very solid frame. The body was made of sheet of like metal. So it's like dents and stuff. There were barely any on it. I think I got hit once by some guy, and his car ended up like wrecked, and I have like a scratch on the back bumper of it. But yeah, I drove that thing with no brakes. It still has no brakes. It was stick. It's just like my Subaru right now. It was stick. So I had to learn. how to drive safely in order to freaking survive. And that's what I did. So a lot of once I got to work for this company, and they started telling me about, like, you know, their points of safety and their points of driving, I was like, oh man, this is cake. I drive like that all the time. It was awesome. So I didn't really have a hard time, besides getting the handle on like the really big truck, which was I think like my worst thing was being able to like center it. And then I realized, you know, oh man, if you look, you know, at your mirrors and you look at your other mirror and you can see the lines of the lane, I can tell that I am within the lane. So now it upsets me when I see people like drift, like, you know, dragging to one side, dragging to the other, or they'll see a little rock and they'll move all the way over. I'm like, man, you don't know the dimensions of your vehicle. Because I already know, if I can fit the gigantic freaking FedEx truck on the road, obviously I can fit any other car. You know, one of these 4x4 pickups, I don't understand why you're leaning off to one side or the other. There it goes, right? Because it's not that big. It's not that big. The other thing is the whole turning here in Florida. I don't know if it's the ethnic mix of people that we are, because we are just a gigantic group of different cultural backgrounds. Oh, is this Eastern Tech? I think it is. That's a school. My cousin went to that school. Wonder what happened to him. But yeah, no. When people are making turns here, they seem to open up. I guess they believe that their vehicles won't make the full turn, and it's because they either make too sharp of a turn, or they just open up way too much, or I don't know. Maybe you drive an 18-wheeler on your off time, and you just are used to that motion. But I strongly doubt it, because none of the people I see out there in these little cars doing these, let me widen out to like one side before I make a left, or widen out to the left before I make a right. None of these people are, you know, they don't look like truck drivers, right? They don't have the truck driver vibe to them. In case you don't know, all you need to do is pull forward to where your turning point is. So like if I were gonna make a left, I would take my car far forward to where the lane that I am going into, the beginning of it, ends up around the midpoint of my vehicle, and then turn the steering wheel and move onto the freaking lane. Like, there's no need to do that speedy cut. I've been almost hit, and trust me, if someone hits this car, I'm going to have a conniption. I will rip flesh from someone's face. Yes, you heard that right. Okay, it's not that I am gonna get out and pull out, you know, the old cannon, no, or pull out the white weapon, which is an old name for a blade, or, you know, or swing a Louisiana slugger. None of that. No. I will grab every bit of fury within me, jump your bones, and rip the flesh from your face, barehanded. I'm an angry guy. Not a big believer in guns, you know. I own one of those. Conversation for another day. But anyway, guys, it's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Was just make sure you're paying attention when you're out on the road. Put the phones down. Use your turn signals. Learn to look out for turn signals. I know some people's signals get stuck. So you know, you have to start kind of really noticing intention, looking at the movement of the wheels of a car when it's coming towards you. You see a little bit of a slight turn as they're moving forward, then you can tell that this person's gonna make a turn. All right, so pay attention for turn signals. Also use turn signals so that you let the rest of the world know in which direction you're moving, and you cause less accidents. You know, and then this way you won't harm yourself. You won't harm your sweet ride. You won't harm anyone else's sweet ride, and everyone will remain intact and happy and go home incredibly well and safe, right? So just pay attention on the road. Again, put the phone down. Be well. Be kind to one another. I'm kidding. That's that Ellen thing. Treat each other like shit. Nah. But yeah. Anyway, if you like videos in this style, if you're okay with my vlog style type, chatty kind of video, I mean, if you like it, like and subscribe, share it if you could. It would really help. Maybe the more this grows, the more I can edit, and maybe eventually even leave the job. Other than this, I do have my other channel, which is unedited Media, and that's where I do some of my work. It's a little business that I've opened up. But yeah, share, like, subscribe, help out with the freaking algorithm. Have a great day, everyone.